Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another. What is it called again? I've completely forgotten. I've just. Welcome back to another British Esports Student Champs. This is number 7 for us for York Vikings, York College Vikings. Today we're going to look at another Overwatch 2 game. This time between YCV-Revenant, our Overwatch 2 open team, versus WNC Esports. There we go. Okay. I'm your shoutcaster as usual, Pearl Detergent, otherwise known as Yi Chansoy. Today we're going to look at a best of five, I believe, as always, with any other Overwatch 2 open game. About 3 weeks ago, I did cast our first Overwatch 2 open game for the first time. Normally we stream Rocket League with our Rocket League national team, obviously YCV Deception, which also we have a game on for at 6 p.m. against York College, Pennsylvania. Be sure to check that out in about 2 hours. And yeah, I think we are already. One difference for the roster. Obviously, there's going to be a difference in between. I believe it's Hornet that we have changed in the space of Sprout, which is obviously he's the in-game leader, so IGL. So they were kind enough to go into the coaching role for today. And yeah, I believe everything is working correctly as it should do. And we are just waiting for the game, ladies and gents. First map seems to be Ilios as usual from our last Overwatch 2 open game, British Esports Student Champs game for Overwatch, rather. We are just waiting for all teams to be ready, and yeah, we shall get the show on the road, ladies and gents. For those that are just joining us now, welcome back to York Vikings Twitch channel. Today we're gonna do a double stream today. First off is going to be our British Esports Student Champs Overwatch 2 open game against the WNC Esports OWT1, I believe they're called. Forgive me if I got that wrong. And obviously, as a YCV-Revenant, this is our second Overwatch stream so far throughout this British Esports Student Champs campaign. We have one slight roster change that is going to be Hornet in a space of Sprout for last time, if you remember, about 3 weeks ago, for BESC number 4. And I'm just going to type in ready. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, you Vikings. All right. Ilios is first once again. Obviously, we start off here. Game's obviously lagging. It cannot anticipate the sheer power of the York Vikings already, ladies and gents, as you can see. It's gonna do a starting position here. Oh Jesus! Nope. Last time I did not realize how the spectator options worked. This time I still don't. So that's gonna be fun. I'm just gonna be scrolling through random players, see where the fight takes us. And we seem to be in a interesting composition here, ladies and gentlemen, from both sides. Looking like we have Soldier for Kiss My Ash, Mercy from Kite, Lucia from Spins, Roadhog from Cat, and Bastion from Hornet. Obviously, we saw the tank position being tank slash DPS flex player being filled by Sprout last time. This time, Hornet takes the position for Sprout's role rather. And on the WNC Esports side, we have Satari, I believe. Forgive me. We have Nebula on Juno. We have Corsair on Cassidy. We have Ghoul on, I forgot the character's name. Apologies. And Quack Me Up on Roadhog. So the first fight is taking place here, ladies and gents. The first fight already taking place without even the control point having to be active. You see, Corsair gets the first kill, first blood for WNC. Obviously, gets revived by Kites, but does not seem to be going in the place of York Vikings just yet. Tries to get a hook onto the almost got the revenge hook. Also onto the underground, but did not seem to be working the place that he wanted to. Corsair with the Cassidy absolutely going hammering the York Vikings, the YCV-Revenant rather. Apologies for the FPS lag there. And we see YCV-Revenant has seemed to go backside, or well, backed off rather is the correct word choice, I think. Lucia fights on the Roadhog. I wouldn't say that, my friend. But we'll have to wait and see. Already 40% capture rates on. And it's looking like a team wipe. Even what I was trying to give us stats, but was Bastion in turret mode on its own, cannot do much as he wanted to, and that is unfortunately a team kill for WNC Esports. Yeah, not the exact composition that tried to work for. I see the Mercy has switched to a Anna, and the Soldier switched to a Sojourn, so that more firepower means more kills hopefully, and more well, at least the point and the control point would be nice, wouldn't it? We'll have to wait and see though. Lucio almost on low point, getting hammered by the Roadhog. Talking about the Roadhog, gets his ult casted, gets slept by our Anna. Nice work. Gets hooked up as well, and with the revenge Roadhog ult, absolutely hammers down and gets everyone away from the point. We seem to be not capturing the point yet though, ladies and gents. 15% left. Cat has obviously thought of it, but Quack Me Up with the Roadhog on Roadhog. Does not seem to be going this way, ladies and gents. And we seem to, the Bastion ult has helped the healer get down for WNC, but YCV-Revenant seems to be scrambling for options in terms of trying to get into the point 2 versus 4. How can this work with the Lucio, or can it help our chances? I don't think it will, if I'm saying so myself. Roadhog on half health without his thing. Hooks on the high nooning Corsair Cassidy, and that is unfortunately the first point on Ilios for WNC Esports. Quite a nice game, quite a tactical game coming from WNC as well. So yeah, that's first point for WNC.
Ready for battle.
And we seem to be back on our feet, ladies and gentlemen, on Ilios well.
Capture the objective.
Keep it together.
Bit of a difference once again from the Lucia to a Moira switch. I think this will help our chances in getting more healing done that we desperately needed, ladies and gents. Into the first point. Obviously, the Roadhog matchup is going to be deadly on this point. with advantage as well, trying to do some close quarters combat. Rodok with the advantage from the other side of the point, though, almost gets the advantage, but I believe they're called vantage. Apologies if the character name is not correct. Almost gets the hook on the Rodok diff. Does not get the diff they wanted, unfortunately, and that is another kill for Corsair. For Cassidy getting our healer, which is a massive disadvantage to the YCV-Revenant. Or the Vikings, or us, basically. I can and will be biased on this, unfortunately, but you will have to do what you will have to do. And it looks like another team wipe is on the cards. Or is it for WNC? I think it is, ladies and gents, as Moira gets immensely pressured into the closed off point, and that is another team wipe for WNC to get the point for the first time on Ilios well. Another team composition change with the characters, obviously. Apologies, I just smashed my head against the railing there. Pardon me. This Orisa might help us get more ground covered up. Not with that flank, though, with advantage. Does not get his way, though, with the Orisa gold, obviously. If you cannot tell, can I please change? Yeah, free camp. There we go. There we go. More of an aerial look into the point. Also, Orisa trying to play his cards at the front with his team supporting him, but does not seem his way as is Orisa already on, or Cat already on half HP from the Rodog. Gets the hook on Bastion, unfortunately drops him down his well. And 50% already done, ladies and gents. Apologies for the camera work and the double hook coming from Rodog for crack me up. He's having the best game of his life for British Esports Swing Champs from what I've seen. Corsair with a Cassidy rush as well. They are a very aggressive Cassidy player, as you have already seen from game one. Scrambling, making a scramble for options, fortunately, but it has to be this way. Cat's already changing their main tank choice. I don't think that's going to be very influential in our team composition, but we'll have to wait and see with the nano boost from Anna maybe helping our way. On a nano boost on maybe our Bastion. Talking about the Bastion, they are already ulting, but the nano goes for our D.Va instead. Roadhog gets down the well, tries to bring D.Va down this way, but D.Va flies over. Of course, he gets a kill with on our Anna with the high noon. First high noon kill I've seen in ages, ladies and gents, but it does unfortunately look like our baby D.Va form does not help our case in the fact that it is going to overtime for second point, and that does mean that WNC gets their second point and wins first map for Ilios, ladies and gents. The character's called Venture. Now I know. It's not Vantage. Vantage is from Apex Legends, isn't it? Yeah, to be fair, that is quite a nice play from using the high ground to his advantage, or their advantage rather. Pumping now, get the high. Yep, standard play. Congrats to WNC for getting the first map. But come on, you Vikings, let's show the firepower that we solemnly deserve to show, to present rather. I mean, honestly, wow, what can I say? Two-minute break for our intermission. More of an aerial look into the point. Also, Orisa trying to play his cards at the front with his team supporting him, but does not seem his way as. Apologies for that feedback. And we seem to going into the game again, ladies and gents. Sorry about that. I did not think that my desktop audio was open, but it was, unfortunately. We're going to King Zero again, just as last time it seems for the maps, ladies and gents. So we seem to be on the attacking or the defending side, and WNC is on the attacking side. So it's going to be really fun. Kings Row, one of my personal favorite maps of all time, as a DPS main as well. So yeah.
Ready for battle.
Yes, they seem to be defending. So, starting off with another different team composition once again from York Vikings. This time seeing a main tank and Reinhardt, obviously a favorite pick for Kings Row. It's Kings Row defense rather, with our Lucio Moira matchup for high octane gameplay, a Bastion and a Widow. Our favorite cat on their favorite Widow, ladies and gentlemen. Will he get the team pick? Will he get the pick away on the Widow matchup? Goal versus Cat. We will have to wait and see. First shot away. Second shot away. No kills so far. Cat should get this by now, I think. As the first team is going to be, or the rest of the team is going to be playing, however. They have a Ramatra. Oh, not they. WNC has a Ramatra, a Soldier, a Juno, and a Mercy. It seems risky shift coming from Reinhardt over here. I want to spectate him, please. Thank you very much. Another he pins down Soldier, to be fair, but could not get the attack that he wanted. And Ramatra on a very, very high rush gameplay situated the Mei away. Unfortunately gets the frozen. That's what Mei does to you. I know as a normal main tank player, even though I did say I was a DPS player. Another shift gets blocked by Mei. Very high reaction Mei gameplay coming from Ghoul on the other team, ladies and gents. And that unfortunately means a 3k for the Ramatra Quack Me Up. They seem to be on the MTD so far, if you get what I mean. And yeah. I don't know why Soldier's trying to shoot me from the other side, but we'll, I don't know if that's powers or something else. Let's watch Cat for now. Let's see how he's doing. So, trying to pick off the Soldier. Does not get the cards right. If it picks off the Mercy, it'd be very substantial power for York Vikings, but unfortunately does not seem its way. Picks off the Juno though. Can he get the other flying healer off the team? Does not seem its way. I don't think he does know that the Mei was trying to rush him. As soon as I said that, the Mei did rush him. Gets the heal down as well. Unfortunately, the Mercy from the other team uses the revive for his other other compatriot in the healing stages. Wait, can I please go on free roam? Can I please go on free from? There we go. Mei's using the Blizzard, gets down the Bastion, unfortunately, as Ramatra quickly picks up, and the Anna as well, who got caught up in the Blizzards. Reminds me of the, I should not say that actually, never mind. It doesn't remind me of anything, ladies and gents. Doesn't remind me of anything. Another tank change on York Vikings as a quick change from Reinhardt to Revenant. Revenant? What is this, Apex? Junker Queen. Apologies for that, ladies and gents. To Junker Queen, shall see maybe the cards playing right. As you might know, I was about to say, with a Bastion, can he do any damage? 1, 2, and 3 does not make it seem. And WNC is what I meant to say. Gets their second checkpoint for, and has 5 minutes additional time, which is going to be crucially in the playing in the cards of WNC. Obviously, having that loads of time when every second counts in a game like Overwatch. You do not want to have the enemy team to have that much time. I was about to say, but it does seem like Nebula from the other team unfortunately gets the 2 kills that they solely desired, with the Mei getting the 2 kills as well, rounding up to an even 4 and storming their way through the final checkpoint. With such added time, your YCV-Revenant absolutely needs to get, well, I was going to say play their cards right, which is correct, but first ult for Hornet does not seem the best way to use it, unfortunately, as the team comp from the other team was not in good place for that. Unfortunately, gets Blizzard as a punishment, I would say, for the underwhelming ultimate, but we'll have to wait and see. Can I please do like this? There we go. And bit by bit with a yeah, well, unfortunate, but we're well done for WNC. Obviously, a very correct, very situationally awarely done. Situationally awarely is the first word that has ever been worded like that in the word history. Without me waffling even more colloquially, it's time to switch up the cards and see how York Vikings do in the attacking phase, ladies and gents. As I take my camera all the way through King's Row and the streets of London, through to the attacking phase. We'll have this camera situated like this, or should I say like this? So I do want to watch our cat Widow as well, but obviously assuming that they're going to be on Widow. I haven't chosen yet. Oh, there we go. There was on Widow. No Widow on the other team as well, which is an interesting choice. Definitely getting the confidence boost that Cat might need, ladies and gents. We'll have to wait and see. As you can see already, the scoreboard is not looking very, very nice for... Obviously, scoreboard does not tell everything. Can I go on free run, please? Thank you. Should have learnt my camera controls from 3 weeks ago, but we will have to make do. Re-rolling some grenades already. I think they're a bit too early though. Cat with the first shot does not get us justice. Can he get with the swinger? Does not make it seem so. Let's watch Cat for now. I think he's trying to get a aim on that Junkrat, but I think he's gone about it. Gets picked off by the ability from I've forgotten the character. What is he called? The main tank from the other side. Oh my god. I'm just going to pretend I did not say anything and move on with the rest of the fight. I almost said Rampart. It's not Revenant. Oh god, well, that's really bad for a shoutcaster to forget one of the characters for the second time, mind you, which is really, really bad. I did not even realize we had the Sombra on our team. I remember Ash playing Sombra, but Sombra gets Ash. Ash plays Sombra. Cat gets the kill on Anna, but Goal with a jump Junkrat high octane gameplay obviously gets the head on Cat, and the team fight gets to a standstill, waiting for his teammates, ladies and gents. I've genuinely forgotten the other tank's name, like the character name. It's not. It starts with Revenant, isn't it? It's Revenant. Yeah, is it? It's not Revenant. That's from Apex. Anyway, I'm not going to get into too much of that. The main tank from our team is trying to fight off with the main tank of the other team as well, on the flank rather. As I was about to say, it gets unfortunately our healer Moira gets picked off by the ever killing DPS Corsair from the other team. Bit of camera work for you, ladies and gents. I hope you like that one. And unfortunately gets Junkrat trapped. Obviously Junkratted does not sound nice, is it? Cat with the Cassidy on Cassidy action. We'll have to wait and see how that works out. The double heal and the that guy. Unfortunately with a 4K. Wow. I mean, just walk through with the double healing capabilities of Anna and Juno, just absolutely pumping her up in the span of about 4 seconds, getting the 4K, 1 second per kill. And it finishes up the team as well, getting a 5K overall for this team fight. Can I go on free run, please? Yes, there we go. There we go, ladies and gents. It's not looking too good for York Vikings, I must say. Meaning that WNC are playing their cards absolutely 100% in the correct way possible, in the correctest way possible. Can I go up, please? Jesus Christ. This has to be the most shoddy camera work I think I've ever seen, and it's my personal camera work. I have to be bluntly honest with you guys. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I hope, Mike, your shoddy camera work is not as bad as the next minute for York Vikings, ladies and gents. As the Junkrat tire is coming towards, gets the Ash. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. I think it was rather stuck in a bit of a pickle. But it does seem the Junkrat is going on a full-on rampage as it gets a 3K on our DPS Cat. But Moira denies the 4K opportunity that the main tank got. playing all of our ults in the last 30 seconds. I believe Hornet is going to get their Junker Queen ult as well. Gets all 4, I think, or gets 3, rather. All low HP. I think we can get the, if plays the cards right, gets a 2k. Nanode guy, this guy, 1 HP. Only healer left to get on the point in the last 15 seconds, ladies and gents. That was the absolute last chance that York Vikings or YCV-Revenant had any chance of capturing the point. And they have captured the point in it. I did not mean to say in it. I meant to say ladies and gents, but I figured I've said that too much, even for my standards. Decent little game coming on for a, well, it's about to be an exciting fight. What's not exciting is my shoutcasting, evidently, but we will have to fix that in due course. In due course, we will fix that eventually. This is all just a stepping stone for this for York College, Pennsylvania, 6 p.m. Game for our Rocket League national team, which will be a show match in between. We call it the Battle of the Atlantic, but it does seem like the Battle of London has already taken place in the span of about 5 seconds with the ult coming in from Tank. I've genuinely forgotten the character's name. I've genuinely forgotten the character's name. That is appalling from yours truly. Prill Detergent, you chance though. What can you say? Go, Shoutcaster. Anyway, anywho, without further ado, seems to be in held up in a choke point of sorts for the York Vikings, but the May wall coming from Cat, I think they've stabilized the fact they cannot aim at the moment, which is obviously very, very, well, very alright, is what I meant to say. Hopefully this tire is going to get shot, or, well, I don't know if there was an attempt made to save that, or it was too early from Junker Queen to try to stabilize the damage coming from the tire, but it did not work for Cat. As you can see, ladies and gents. We go high ground. We go high ground like this. There we go. There we go. Visualizing the game fight from there seems to be a 4v3 on the main flank, and Junkrat's on a flank once again. Unfortunate for York Vikings as they seem to keep missing all of these fights, and Junker Queen with a Kiriko ult, double ult combo, gets 3 of them antied, but unfortunately does not work their way, as it seems so. Really poor management. I think it was a bit of a haphazard gameplay coming from York Vikings, or YCV-Revenant, as I'm trying to tell their name for. Level 3 English, by the way. Trying to say it looked like just absolute perfect English. Less than 5 seconds remain in the in this checkpoint, ladies and gentlemen, with the main tank nanoed like that, with a Junker tire coming in interestingly very, very speedy. It's looking like the cards that played not right for York Vikings, as WNC Esports seems to close up this payload match 3-1 for them. Victory for Team 2, otherwise known as WNC Esports, obviously. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we did try to Ramatra. Jesus Christ, Ramatra. Wow. I know I said Ramatra in the game before, but come on. That is poor. That is poor performance from me. But this what we're seeing here is absolutely not poor performance. 4K in a situation like that is absolutely amazing coming from Quack Me Up for the main tank, I believe, for WNC. Interestingly enough, I think the fact is we need. I mean, I believe this is the third game is going to be a full-on payload rather than a hybrid payload. My guess is going to be Junkertown, obviously, because that it seems to be going in the exact same pecking order in terms of maps for last time. Just as a quick refresher for you guys as well, for those who are just joining into our stream, we are not finishing stream today at whatever time we do normally on a Wednesday. We are actually have a Rocket League national game at 6 p.m. against, it's not a British Esports, it's a show match against York College, Pennsylvania at 6 p.m. British Standard Time. Not, UTC. 6 p.m. UTC. Be here. Be there, or be square. Well, be here. C here, D here. Sorry. Sorry for my slapstick dad jokes. I do not have a chat. But Without further ado, without me waffling even more to potentially derail my non-existent career, we are going to Rialto instead of a Junkertown mix, which I'm quite surprised by, if I do say so myself. Our Widow on Cat is going to be influential, hopefully, to its to the team, using those choke points and the high ground to the advantage. I believe Rialto is the. I mean, from my own experiences, obviously as an Overwatch player, I did play for the York Vikings about 2 years ago in the Women in Esports Grand Finals against, I believe it was Exeter at the time. Exeter's Women in Esports Overwatch 2 team, and Rialto was one of our favorite maps. I believe it was in the. I don't remember. Obviously it was on the map pool, but well, anyway, as I'm trying not to waffle but do anyway, what I was trying to tell is obviously having experience as playing for the York Vikings for Overwatch 2 was a substantial experience in me trying to rail my what's the opposite of derail in this circumstance, in this situation, would you say? I don't know if the stress of Overwatch has gotten to me, or is it? I don't know if it's something else, but I cannot remember any words today. This was even before the stream, by the way. Can I just say? Well, what can you do sometimes? What can you do sometimes? What can you do? Whilst I'm thinking about my thoughts, I'll just wait for the second game to ramp. The third game, sorry, to ramp up. It's going to be match point for WNC Esports on the Team 2 side. York Vikings getting match pointed against. Come on, you Vikings. I still believe in you. I think if we get this to a 1-2 situation already, I think it'll be fantastic, and we can get maybe some momentum from there. We seem to be lacking a composition sort of team play. We seem to be just panic ulting, which we used to do when I used to play 2 years ago, obviously. But that is sometimes the reality of Overwatch. But some technical difficulties happening right now, as you can maybe deduce from the game chat. And yeah, I'll be right back.
Welcome to Rialto. Initiating.
Ciao alle Realto indeed, ladies and gents. Sorry, a bit too Italian for that. Obviously, coming from a Mediterranean background, you sometimes do go to Italian in these streets. Right, here we go, ladies and gents. Obviously, waiting for the heroes to be assembled. I definitely did not copy that from looking at the top, but just pretend I didn't. Just for the severity of the competition. So, looking like a similar composition once again. Satari and Nebula absolutely not giving up the Kiriko and the Juno. Obviously, Satari, I believe they were on the Mercy a couple of rounds ago on King's Row for a bit. But Corsair not giving up the Cassidy as well. It seems so. For us Yacht Vikings, it seems like Cat is back on the Widowmaker. Obviously, Kite on Mercy going to be damage boosting the hell out of that. Hopefully, getting all their headshots. Hello as well. I believe I wish I could do hello as well, just in the camera mode. That'd be funny. And Kiss My Ash on Reaper will hopefully get the Roadhog away and never to be seen again from the payload. And here we go, ladies and gents. WNC on a 2-0 lead so far against your Vikings. Match point for WNC, obviously. And Kiss My Ash on the flank. Obviously, the Reaper gameplay is looking for a hook. Both sides obviously trying to be substantial with it. Both sides fail for now. Obviously, we have to wait for the next cooldown. And just as I do say that, Crack Me Up gets the hook, and the hook diff gets the hook. That was not English. Tried to hype up a gameplay, but obviously did not. Well, I'm not satisfied with that. I am not satisfied with that. Much so, how I'm not satisfied with. I was going to say, interestingly enough, Kite's getting. I don't know where the Reaper died. I'm not going to lie. I was not focusing. That's for a Shoutcast for not to do. Gets the Roadhog kill once again on the bridge for the second time in a row. Definitely putting the diff on Roadhog diff for now, ladies and gents. Go Hornet, go. Go Hornets. Was it the Charlotte Hornets, the NBA team? Not really sure. Can you not be attached to Roadhog? That's going to be free roaming. There we go. That's what I wanted to do this whole time. I'm still doing the most shoddy camera work you can ever see, ever, in a British Esports Champs complexion. Bob on... Jesus Christ, can you look at the kill feed? All 5 of the heroes admitting to the kill on Roadhog. And not just that. Seems to be almost a team kill. Trying to get the cats away, obviously, but they just got it with a hit scan diff coming from Ghoul onto Cat on Ash on Widow, respectively. Just as I was trying to talk about something else, and they seem to be capturing first point very easily for for WNC. Quack Me Up on Junker Queen. I haven't seen this one before, I think. Hornet still hasn't changed from their usual Roadhog, as it seems to be so far. And we seem to be letting them capture first point, which is usual standard gameplay in Rialto. Obviously being a very, very tight choke point. Unless it is overtime match point, you don't necessarily go for a first checkpoint. As with it is with most maps, but especially the Rialto first checkpoint, as I was just about to say. Roadhog gets Hornet gets the hook on Quack Me Up. I did also see almost the Corsair, the Cassidy from the other team getting booped by spins. Which gets killed by Ghoul. On for a 2k, on for a 3k rather. Going away, gets almost a shotgun away from the other Ash. Or was it the other Ash? No. Right, seems to switch from a Mercy to a... What's it called? Lifeweaver, is it? Yeah, I got a character's name right, ladies and gents. Would you look at that? Jesus Christ. Would you look at that? Well, what I don't want to look at is WNC just advancing like this, getting all the time they need, and having to not use them. Well, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see, ladies and gents. We seem to be in the lack of a main tank. Oh, there we go. Does not get the heal on Lucia, unfortunately. Tries to get the thing on. Another Bob in the span of a minute. Can I please go on free roam? Thank you very much. Look out for Bob, ladies and gents. Look out for Bob. That is a strategically nicely placed Bob to Bob. I don't know why I said like Rowan Atkinson, but channeling my inner Mr. Bean. Will I get out of this without saying anything? I don't think I will, because that is purely my job. We'll just have to wait and see. Cracked me up switching to Enrisa, which I just realised halfway through the fight, which is ever so slightly concerning for a shoutcaster wannabe. And the mentioned talented Orisa gets nanoed, and the Lucio beat to counterbalance it. The Orisa Neil gets flown away with a life rewind, and the Cassidy Mainoon gets the 2K with 5 assists once again. What is going on? In what fashion did they just get the point, ladies and gents? Jesus. I did not expect that whatsoever. The Orisa gets getting nanoed. Spins Lucio for York Vikings, anticipating the ult for Orisa, which happens 5 seconds after the beat. And then the Life Weaver platforming it away to the sky. And then Cassidy using the advantage for the trying to focus on the Orisa to get the 2K that he desperately needed from the high noon. Absolute scenes. This is what you like to see in Overwatch, don't you? Just something happening all at once. That was quite, to be fair, that was some quite good gameplay coming from both, excuse me, both sides. And yeah.
Ready for battle.
It's time for York Vikings to attack for now. Trying to, they have to get the 3 checkpoints that they desperately deserve. Otherwise, it's going to be game for WNC Esports on the yellow side, ladies and gents. I did say to myself about 2 hours before the stream that I would change the colors from colorblind. Obviously, I'm not colorblind. I just prefer these options, the teal and the yellow options. I played with them ever since I changed it about 4 years ago. But enough with my personal preferences about the game. Let's get into the actual gameplay here, ladies and gentlemen. I see you. I see you. Salutations indeed. Salutations indeed, ladies and gents. First payload, I think they're trying to go for a... yep, laying 2 people decide. Hornet sees it. Gets Zarya bubbled into... speaking of Zarya bubble, I did not even realize. The Zarya bubble made me realize there was a Zarya in the other team. Trying to get the second hook on the goal once again. On a... I forgot the character name again. V something. Goal. I'll just call them goal for now. I'll just call it what they are called. A bit of pharmacy going on here, ladies and gents, on the Italian streets. I didn't even realize. To be fair, that is a pretty good composition. Combo play for first point Rialto. You have all this open space. Cats with a headshot. Hornet to accompany it so far. It seems so, but the pharmacy lives on with the Red Cross coming in to help from Mercy to the Farah for WNC. Corsair with the unfortunate rocket going into Bastion's robotic beam, and we will have to wait and see what happens in this tight checkpoint. As 3 minutes remain for York Vikings. The Roadhog getting absolutely countered by Zarya as a once Zarya one trick. I will have to say Roadhog is my favorite tank to go up against. Even with when Zarya was how shall I put this? Not good. As we can see, will the Widow get attacked? Does not even realize. Oopsie daisy indeed. We should be saying for Widow, but narrowly escapes it, or will it? With only 1 bar of health, 25 HP remaining. Farah with the barrage coming from the flank. Gets the Widow for York Vikings. Almost gets a Lucio as well, but it seems like they go out to finish him off as every York Vikings member is on low HP at the moment. Getting the hook. Nice. Obviously, we need a start hit scan player such as Cat, as they just switched to the Lucio, and they nano Roadhog ult absolutely tries to demolish and get the other team away from the choke point. Does not get all he wants to do. I believe there was going to be a thing there. A Zarya grab and the Juno ult. Unfortunately, gets 2 kills already. Makes it 3 for Zarya. Bastion gets the Juno that caused all the events. But unfortunately, ladies and gents, with 1 minute 30 seconds remaining, picks up the WNC picks up all the left pieces of York Vikings with all the low HPs, and unfortunately gets the team killed once again. Obviously, being biased, this is underwhelming scenes, but we'll have to work for this for, well, the future. Will I get sacked from the shoutcasting booth by being this honest? This honest, not dishonest. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe my career's on the line. I don't know. But without being too colloquial, we'll have to wait and see on how this goes as Hornet switches to the main tank. Maybe the main tank difference on Zarya will help. Otherwise, although saying that, Reinhardt was one of my favorite tanks to go up against as well. As that much of a rushing style gameplay coming from Reinhardt is going to deplete his shield, obviously, and shifting like that is not going to help you. I'm not sure about that. I think I can confidently say that, but we will see what happens. There's less than 30 seconds remain for the payload to be advanced to the first checkpoint. But I can guess from this, it does not happen to me as Corsair from the Pharaoh unfortunately flanks and barrages his way to get a 2k. Gold gets the third, and the rest of the team picks up another team kill for York Vikings. And unless there's about to be a miracle as they try to disperse their way, Lucio with a speed boost. Low point as well, low HP point as well, unfortunately, does not seem its way, and it's going to be game for WNC Esports, and also game overall for WNC Esports. A 3-0 win for WNC and a 3-0 loss for York Vikings. GG's to everyone involved. Let's see this play of the game last time for the last time today. Do not go anywhere though. Oh yeah, to be fair, this gameplay was absolutely wild to see in the span of 5 seconds. I mean, to be fair, that Orisa going up with the life freeway platform, and then Caster using that advantage to get the 2 kills that it desperately needed from the high noon. And that is it for Overwatch. That is it for Overwatch, ladies and gents. Be sure to stick around though, as for around 6 p.m. we're gonna have a Rocket League game once again. This time not in British Esports to the champs though. We're gonna have a show match against York College of Pennsylvania over in the east coast of the United States of America. Yeah, stick around until 6 p.m. And hopefully I shall see you then. I've been Prill Detergent, otherwise known as Yeet Shansoy. And hopefully I shall see you then. Well, yeah. I don't have anything else to say. That's been me so far. So I'll see you hopefully in about an hour. those of us who are just joining us here now, at around 6 p.m., which is about in an hour, 6 p.m. British UTC time. As you can see by the upcoming matches here, ladies and gents, we're going to be playing, our Rocket League national team, YCV Deception, is going to be playing against the YCP Spartans, otherwise known as York College of Pennsylvania, over in the United States of America. So be sure to check that out. Stay here. Welcome back, ladies and gents. Welcome back to another, well, not another. This is not a British Esports Soon Champs game, is it? It's going to be a show match between the YCP Spartans and the York College Vikings. We are against the YCP Spartans, and so forth. It's going to be a show match in between both of the Yorks. They told it was going to be the Battle of the Atlantic, and Battle of the Atlantic hits the top bar first from Sellers. As per, apologies for the overlay changes. It appears it is not working. Once again, the software has betrayed us once again, apparently so. Off with another play from Sellers says that beautifully. I casted Overwatch about an hour ago. My brain slipped. Apologies for that. I'm your shoutcaster, Prill Detergent, otherwise known as Each Sorry. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Once again, that is looking dangerous for Spartans, but they got it away. For the Vikings, we have the usual roster of Sellers, Alphax 206 and Tyler. And for the Spartans, we have Freaker, we have Soldier, and we have, I believe, check tab, we have Duke. Let the best team win, obviously. And that's going to be hopefully Vikings with a shot attempt. Soldier gets it away beautifully. So, waiting for a first goal opportunity here, ladies and gents. Sellers without boost, can he make it to the center with our teammates? A little bit of a bump situation going on. Going into the field, or off from the field rather. Going to the wall. Sellers can maybe play a game from it. Duke tried to save it off. Sellers off the post. That makes it the first goal in the series for York Vikings. And with the second kickoff, ladies and gents, here we go. Apologies for the overlay thing once again. That there was seems to be an issue. It says game 2, even though it's game 1. We'll change that in due course. And yeah, well, let's get back into it. So, going off on a Freaker with a long shot attempt, going off a Alpha beautifully. Sellers off with a high dual bounce once again. Duke off with it to counterbalance it. Can Tyler counterbalance it even more? Freaker does not reach it. Soldier does it though. A lot of high octane gameplay around this. Ceiling shot attempt saved by Duke. I know we have a Duke of York here in the United Kingdom, but I didn't know they had their own Duke of York. It seems like the Battle of the Atlantic has already made it so that they are copying us once again. I tried to say that without having to be disrespectful, but apologies for that. It's all within the game, ladies. All within the game. First half already finished for both York colleges, both of the Yorks. Spartans versus Vikings. Obviously, how Vikings with the horns, will they conquer? Will they go off on a rampage? Sellers will! Answers my question with a fast ball shot like that, ladies and gents. 2-0 for Vikings. With the third kickoff, advantageous for the Spartans. I will call them Spartans and Vikings from now on. Almost a play coming from Alphax 206. He could not catch it like he wanted to. Not like he wanted to. The corner play off in the corner as well. Sellers catching the boost, trying to make ends meet with Duke, but does not make it so. Ceiling shot, wall shot, rather. Not ceiling shot, that's not the ceiling, that's the wall. Denied by Soldier and Tyler, respectively. Into Duke's hands now. Off Alphax trying to 50 it. Does not make it seem set. Alphax in the opponent's goal. Tries to make it a play. Unfortunately, gets bumping by Sellers to make it not a goal for the Vikings. 1 minute 23 remaining. Already shaping up to be one of the games of all time, ladies and gents. And off we go with another shot opportunity. Sellers makes it 3 with a hat trick. Nicely done, ladies and gents. Soldier could not get the angle he desperately wanted, and Sellers was there to take the opportunity, make a reaction goal, bring it into 3-0. Off we go again for the fourth kickoff of the game. 1 minute 14 remaining. Is an absolute Sellers masterclass so far. Failed 50 from Alphax 206 there, as you can see. a successful 50 coming from Sellers. Tyler trying to do a fake of sorts. Don't know exactly what that was, but it was definitely something. As less than a minute remains in the first game. And yeah, some interesting saves from both sides. Some good saves from both sides as well. Alphax36 trying to what he likes to call with the term alphaxing. Does not make ends meet with it whatsoever though. Off the corner play, Sellers trying to go for a bump on Duke. Does not make ends meet there either. That is my favorite vocabulary for today in terms of Rocket League. I said the term playing the cards right about 10 times on the Overwatch stream, so you will see how that goes. Less than 30 seconds remain. Duke saves it quite nicely off the backboard for Spartans. Off into the coast of the East Atlantic. There goes the Spartans, but unfortunately for them is going to be the Vikings that captures the first game. With 10 seconds remaining, that was almost another goal shot opportunity, by the way. Sellers with a control flip reset. Can he get it? Duke denies it. And I believe that is going to be 3-1. Last minute, last second, last touch goal from the Duke of York. Obviously the US Duke of York, as it may seem so. And that is going to be game one, ladies and gents, for, well, the York Vikings. Welcome back, ladies and gents, with the second game, the overlay. It seems to be difficulty once again. Seems to be difficulty once again. It's definitely 10 phrases I've ever said live on channel. Freaker shot saved by Tyler. I'll wait for the first goal to change the overlay immediately. And as soon as I say that, the commentator curse comes into fruition, and Soldier Bomb makes me a bomb and makes it 1-0 for Spartans. Unfortunate indeed. Unfortunate, but you will have to make do. You will have to make do. Obviously, in terms of the server situation, I believe it's going to be alternating. That's why we switched lobbies just now. There's a long shot coming from Duke. Sellers with the save once again. Seems to be the attacking defensive midfield of the team once again. Freaker with the shot opportunity. Makes it into Soldier Mo, who makes it a brace against the Vikings. Coming back quickly. Unfortunate 50 attempt from Tyler and Sellers respectively, or Sellers and Tyler respectively, and Alphax without no boost. Interestingly enough, we're going to the third kickoff with less than 30 seconds play, ladies and gents. Alphax 206 trying to go for a play, unfortunately gets bumped in the process. Alphax gets the Alphaxed, as they say. Alphax is the term we use for bumping. No one seems to be on goal so far. Soldier Bomb out of nowhere to save it for his team. For the Spartans in the front line and defense, saving his team forwards. For a ceiling shot, Soldier Bomb still there for it once again. Good 50 by Alphax. Opportunity for Duke off the backboard. Can Tyler make ends meet with it? Playing the cards right. Seems so. I think Alphax 206 rather shall go for it. Bit of a scruffle between Soldier and Sellers. As he just did, as you just saw, rather. But it's shaping up to be quite an entertaining game between these York colleges, obviously one being Spartans and one being Vikings. Who will be the true warrior at the end of the day? You will have to find out. You'll have to find out, ladies and gents. As usual, not in accordance, but the equivalent of British Esports Super Champs games, it's going to be best of 7, first of 4. And we're hoping for and my prediction for today is going to be a 4-2 for Vikings. Quite a nice redirect coming from Thailand. Just misses the ball, just misses the goal rather, ever so slightly, unfortunately. Quite a nice bounce play from Sellers. Can he bounce it in? He cannot. Alphax 2-6 misses it as well. Unbelievable scenes there, ladies and gentlemen, for the Vikings. What a structured play that was. I think they're getting emotional with it. And nice shot, like the celebration said. Standard default play. No one except for Soldier Bomb. I don't know where the other two Spartans was, but they were definitely traitors for this particular goal. But we'll have to wait and see how that plays out or fishes out. As I see a fish stopper for, I believe it was not Soldier Bomb, but I think Freaker. Without further ado, without all the waffle, the first demo of the game comes from Alphax. So we see Alphax in his true fashion, and Duke makes it 3-1 for the Spartans. As soon as I play the Spartans, I'm like, there seems to be traitoring. Only Soldier Bomb was only the goal. Tyler could not save it, unfortunately. If he had more, like 5 more boosts, I think it would have been just enough for him to save it, but does not seem so, ladies and gents, as we go into the 5th kickoff of the game. In the field for York Vikings, but Freaker responds to it first, tries to make it off a play, reset, double reset, gets 50'd ever so slightly. Sellers without boost, trying to make his play. Tyler steals the boost that he desperately needed. Back passes, Alphax back passes up to Sellers, but Freaker's there from the corner. Can he make it a play? Triple commit. Tyler and Alphax trying to predict where the shot was. Tyler again gets 50'd out, or faked out rather. Duke with a shot backboard. Can he make it a double tap? No, he cannot. Sellers without boost. As always, the true warrior, the true Viking, as I like to call it. Freaker gets it shot away. Otherwise, it would have been a nasty shot for Sellers. I say so myself. No one's on goal, unfortunately. I talked about the two traitors trying to save the goal for the goal coming from Sellers, and I appear to be cursing the game ever so slightly, maybe, or too much. Well, I don't know how that happened, but and yeah, that is it. No, that's not it. We still have less than 2 minutes being played out for this second game, ladies and gents. I must reiterate, this is a best of 7, first to 4. I said first to 5 a couple of streams ago, but that was not the case. Sellers with a long jump, can he make it? Soldier Bomb with the last second save. Just I was trying to talk about some other things. Obviously, that happens every time. I try to talk about some statistics, things, or whatever. Too fast for a center for Sellers to think about it. Backboard pass. Sellers cannot make it through. Freaker with the bounce shot. Tyler goes nowhere with it. Interesting enough. Ceiling shot bounce. Soldier Bomb with the shot. Tyler with the last second save. At least we say that one, ladies and gents. Quite nice pre-jump from Duke there. I must reiterate. Both Alphax 2-6 and Freaker goes for the ball. Does not make ends meet. That is definitely my favorite vocabulary for today, ladies and gents. And also the word ladies and gents. I just like to say it most of the time. To be fair, Tyler fakes him out. And by him, I think I mean Duke. And Mac makes it 2-4 for York Vikings. I believe it was Duke, or the Duke of York College Spartans. The Duke of York, unfortunately, did not say that. I was going to say something there, but I don't think that would be appropriate. But anyway, without trying to derail my non-existent shoutcasting career even more, I'm here to... I've just been informed about a potential informant that the call-out I've been giving to one of the Spartans players is very controversial, and I sincerely apologize. I was not aware of it. It seems that my non-existent career is technically over. Less than 20 seconds remain for Game 2, ladies and gents. For Spartans seems to be in the lead for now. If we score less than 2 goals, which may seem so as a double commit, does not allow for it, unfortunately. Less than 3 seconds remain. Sellers with the last second shot does not make ends meet. I do like to say that. I don't know why. Do not know why. And that is game for the Spartans, ladies and gents. 1-1 overall. Once again, apologies for my particular call out that I will not repeat myself once again. Yeah, I was not aware. I've just been informed. Apologies once again. That will not happen once again. That is it. Lastly onwards, we're going to be playing for the third game, ladies and gents. Let me just alt tab and then just do this. Apologies. No part of the action so far, so that's good. Tyler with the long shot, rather. Sorry, apologies. I almost said Sellers because that is the type of shot that Sellers would go for. Full boost. Tyler tries to make a center for Alphax 2-6, who just missed the ball. Unfortunately, does not make it. Double tap, maybe potential coming from Sellers. Another potential coming off the corner for Tyler. Maybe. Alphax about it. Champion. Soldier denies it. Ooh, quite an unfortunate miss coming from Sellers on the midfield there, ladies and gents. As Duke goes for a play. Does not make ends meet. Duke is such a lovely call. And it's looking dicey. For Duke to score for the Spartans. 1-0 for third game. As we go on for the second kickoff, seems to be in the position for Sellers to make a massive air dribble for it, but does not make once again. Nice save by Duke. Can Sellers make the bounce? Alphax 2-6 with a finisher, does not make it. I need to find another one. I genuinely do need to find another one. But otherwise, such a lovely bounce. The way Alphax to score the goal that the Vikings desperately need. Another play coming from Duke. I thought that was going to be going in, make it 2-0 for Spartans, but apparently not, it seems. Tyler rather looking for a play. Sellers in the backfield of back marking the Spartans. Trying to make a play. Tyler trying to make a play here off the wall shot. Sellers with the wall shot instead. Miscommunication happening. Can Alphax 2-6 go for it? Unfortunately, I believe it was Soldier Bomb who got the did not get the shot over the stick. Made Alphax do it. Rather. As less, more than 2 minutes, and we are going into more than 2 minutes. I have gone rather. Sorry, apologies. And we are nearing the first half for the third game, and 1-0 leading for Spartans. What's such a nice centre far from Tyler to Alphax. Didn't even commentate on it. That was so fast. Sorry about that. Yeah, first half finished. 1-0 lead for Spartans still. Interesting. I think the Vikings are trying to play here. I don't know exactly how, but we're going to find a way. I'll watch some of the Vikings matches to the point where I just know if you just give them all to no disrespect intended for Alphax, but he can do as Alphax in. And Tyler and especially Sellers will make do with the rest. Freaka trying to go for off the corner with bouncing the ball like a. Anyway, as I derail my non-existent career even more with unapologetic and unusable commentary. Tyler with a no boost, trying to make a play for Alfax. Duke denies it, unfortunately. The air dribble and the reset. Sellers with a counterbalance. Can Soldier reach for it without any boosting? Can't! Players go to reach it. But unfortunately made it bounce off the ball of his own corner. His own net, ladies and gents. Yes, that is true. Not the corner, but almost the corner. And that makes it 1-1. 1-1 for the third game. As we go along for the third kickoff. Let's wait and see. Almost very, very denied. Goal opportunity. Guess not. Maybe goal opportunity for Vikings this time is with a nice bump. We go into the goal. And Alfax with the bounce. Massive bump play coming from Sellers. It almost seems like the roles switched up there, ladies and gents. Freaker on the right side of the net could not reach it as he wanted to. And that makes it 2-1 for third game. Less than 90 seconds remain. Come on, you Vikings. Spartans had the most of the game in control, it seems, but I was trying to make up a clever saying for that, but unfortunately I did. Yeah, you'll just have to make do with that. Ceiling shot, Tyler. Not a ceiling shot. That's a wall yeet. That's a wall yeet. Come on, get that right. Jesus Christ. I'm just. What a shot, by the way. Full boost, bang, 114 kph straight into top right. That's what we like to call a banger around there. That's what we like to call a banger around there. That is the Viking Bay, isn't it? That is the Viking Bay. That is, English has failed me, and it has also cursed the game as well, as it is 3-2, 45 seconds remaining. Apologies for the camera, it's just bugging out for odd reason I do not know how to fix on its own. I think it's goal for Freaker. We'll have to make C. We'll have to make C. I'm inventing not real. I'm inventing new words. Sayings. Hopefully Tyler will invent a new goal for us to make it 4-2 for him. Such a clean and nice 54 coming from Tyler, but unfortunately does not make ends meet as he gets unfortunately 50 back from Freaker. And no one's defending goal at the moment. As I say that, Alpha said his hellos and waved at me, saying that. Sellers with a long shot coming from save. Tyler trying to make it up. Unfortunately, ground shot, making it easy savable for Freaker and for the Spartans. Tyler with the last second save off the crossbar. Hits. Can he make it 4-2, ladies and gents, with a bounce off from Sellers, coming from Sellers. Almost a last second save coming from Freaker as well, but make it 4-2 last second for game 3, ladies and gents. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is game 2 coming to the Vikings, ladies and gents. If I have not made myself clear yet. What? I don't know why the news tab just popped up, but I'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gents. Just waiting for the players to join. I was faster than I thought I would be in terms of creating a lobby in there, but seems everything should be all right. For those who are just joining us, this is this is what we like to call the Battle of the Atlantic. YCV York College Vikings based in the UK, north of the UK in York, against YCP York College Pennsylvania in York, Pennsylvania, in the United States of America. This is pretty much a show match of sorts for the two Yorks over the Atlantic. It is currently 2-1 again for YCV Deception. I cannot talk today for the life of me. Apologies. Jesus. Technical difficulties. Apologies. Waiting on the players. We'll be right back. Apologies for the wait there, ladies and gents. Seems to be some kind of technical difficulty that was out of our control. But we are back with the fourth game, ladies and gents. Come on, you Vikings. 2-1 up ahead. As you can see by the very nicely done overlay. Anyway, off with a shot. Kickoff shot. Goes Frecker with a double flip reset off the crossbar. Can he make it a goal? He cannot, by the save of face of the Tyler. Coming into play here, ladies and gents. With the first shot on target for game 4. Tiki-taka gameplay coming from Duke off to Freaker. Does not make it. Does not make ends meet. I like to say that. Long shot attempt. Tyler, unfortunately, does not elongate it. That is not the word choice I was looking for. But it's anyway looking like Tyler saves the day once again. I don't know why I've got high pitched. Well indeed. Alphax 2-6, Alphaxing once again, ladies and gents. Kind of the ordinary around here, isn't it? Always Alphax. I don't know why Tyler was trying to go for a demo play on his own teammates there, but we'll have to shoot him. Let's get started here, lads. Okay. I don't know what I said. Apologies for that. I seem to be way too pumped up for this. Just slurring words and saying stuff I should not be saying. Crossbar, top left as well. Not even crossbar. Unfortunate 50 coming from, I believe it was Duke, from the back line. And 2 demos back to back. Makes a shot attempt, but Duke saves the day once again, ladies and gents, for Spartans. As 1 minute 30 or 90 seconds has already passed. Duke trying to make a play off the backboard. Already Soldier Bomb with a shot attempt. Sellers saves it with the side of his car. Tries to make a play with the side of his car, but does not make it C. Does not make it C. Does not make it B. Does not make it A. I don't know what I'm saying. Well. Oh, that is quite unfortunate for Vikings. Freaker, obviously, with a pure reaction shot, saw that and went, yeah, I'm putting that in. And then just made it 1-0 for Spartans. Unfortunate from Tyler as well, as he was trying to save it as much as he can. But first goal for Spartans, you know what that is for looking at the history for last game as well. Good kickoff by Alphax. For the second kickoff of game 4. Sellers trying to predict where the ball goes. He will predict it nicely. What a 50 from Sellers. That is a clinical difference. Making a 50 like that is the clinical difference between a good and a bad play around these streets. Alphax 2-6 try to make it a shot. Double commit has to happen for Spartans off the backboard. Does not happen anything from there, unfortunately. They're scrambling for options. as Tyler and Sellers, especially Sellers, got voice boost now. Don't know what type of shot he will try to go for. Air dribble gets denied by Duke. Then another air dribble once again. Does not get denied by Soldier. Quite a nice bounce coming from Sellers. Freaker does not make ends meet with it. Sellers, not Tyler. I thought that was Sellers for a second, trying to assist himself, but nice assist from Sellers onto Tyler. Makes it 1-0, 1-1 for coming from York Vikings for the second goal. As we go on to the third kickoff here, ladies and gents, that was quite a scrambly, that was kind of unplanned, I would say, but it got really planned at the end of the day, didn't it? Attempt unsuccessful. Shot attempt unsuccessful by Duke as well. So, excuse me, Soldier trying to defend it. Apologies. Soldier Bomb trying to defend it effortlessly, but does not make it so freaky with that. He's going to make it onto goal. Sellers is there to deny him of the fact. A double commit from Tyler and from Sellers from his own field. Makes it quite a good assist for Duke. Waiting for his teammates to bounce and then get a shot on target, but does not make it so. Off goes Sellers, off goes Tyler with a double demo coming from Freaker and Soldier Bomb respectively. Ladies and gentlemen, there's less than 90 seconds remaining for Game 4. Remember, it's 2-1 overall, and it's a 1-1 right now, so it could go for Game 4 could go for anyone at this point. As we all know, this is Rocket League. Every millisecond counts. Quite a nice prediction, pre-50 from Tyler. Ladies and gents, another one coming from Sellers against Duke as well. Almost less than a minute remaining. Another demo coming from Tyler onto Duke. Got opportunity for Alfax. Makes the patient play as much as possible. Passes it on to Tyler, who's trying to go for I believe, a ceiling shot. Yes, he will. Off the bounce. Does not make it so, but Sellers does behind him. Makes it an effortless assist. Makes it 2-1 again, ladies and gents. Just like Game 3, where it came from an early goal for Spartans. But to make it 1-0 for them, just to bounce back and make it 2-1. What a play. What an absolute play. Early demo attempt unsuccessful for Tyler for Duke. Sellers with a double reset. Gonna make it a triple. He will not make it a triple. Almost a bounce off the crossbar. That would have been a nasty goal, as we like to call it. Off the crossbar once again. High enough for Alfax to 2-6. Could not respond to it this time. But Sellers does from the ground. Tries to make it a wall shot. Double reset once again. Off the bounce, off the top of his car. Tyler with the full boost. Can he make it off the corner? Yes, he can. Can he make it a play on his own? Yes, he can. Alfax 2-6 almost. Zen from Team Vitality would be shocked to see that happen if that was the case. Oh my god, what a play coming from Tyler, even though that wasn't a goal. Unbelievable scenes, ladies and gentlemen, here as we close out. Balls in the air. Can we close out a Game 4, make it 2-1? Can we make it 3-1? Denies it from Tyler, tries to make it 3-1, but Tyler denies it, saves it for his own team, but does not matter as we get Game 4, 2-1 in the Game 4, 3-1 overall. Come on, you Vikings. What a nice play that was from Sellers in the last seconds there, ladies and gents. Wow. Unbelievable scenes. Absolutely unbelievable scenes coming from both teams. Scenes coming from both teams. Absolutely nice job. As we go along to the 5th game immediately, it seems. And yeah. Obviously, this is match point now. Let me reiterate, is a best of 7. Game 5 is on the cards now. I had to say that for Rocket League. I said it like 10 times for Overwatch 2 earlier on the day, which you should have checked out. As we always stream at least one of our games, one of our teams for British Esports Student Champs every single day. Not every single day, every single Wednesday when there is a game on. That's the asterisk. Every single Wednesday when there is a game on. And my voice is starting to go already, which is not nice, but you will have to make do. Oh well. Well, for yeah, it's looking like a what was it? I was going to say something that's very, very important while we wait for the players to join in. What I'd like to say is once again, Not once again. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying stuff for the sake of it. I don't really know. I don't really understand why, but yeah. Let me just collate my thoughts as the official shoutcaster. I should be collating my thoughts more regularly. I should not be saying That's also one. But without derailing my non-existent career even more, despite all the mistakes I did today, especially for Rocket League. But we just go past it. We just go past it, don't we? What we don't go past is the fact that we are on match point, ladies and gents, for YCV Deception against YCP Spartans. I'm getting the American accent. YCP Spartans. Jesus Christ! I genuinely tried to say Spartans like that normally, but I failed about 3 times. Anyway, I'm gonna collect my thoughts. I'm gonna politely shut up, and hopefully the game should be going on in the next 2 minutes. Apologies for the technical difficulties there. Obviously, we have emerged victorious here, ladies and gents. York Vikings 4 against York College Pennsylvania Spartans, being 4-1 overall for York Vikings. That was the worst possible way I could have said that. But 4-1 for York Vikings. There you go. I've been your host, Pro Detergent, otherwise known as Yeet Shansoy. And thank you for joining me in this stream. Again, huge thanks to York College Pennsylvania Spartans, for joining us in this show match. And hopefully I shall see you in another Wednesday. Until then, have fun.